Whew, that sure was something. We literally just finished watching the PlayStation 5 presentation, and boy, oh boy, was that. All right, to be honest, that kind of blew me away for the beginning of the show. Later in the show, things got a little boring, and then we got the information at the end. But hi, Gabe here. We're going to talk about the PlayStation 5 presentation, everything that went on. We're going to talk about it a little bit and see what you guys think. Of course, let me know in the comments below. Make sure to follow me on Twitter. Link is in the description. Follow me on Twitch. We stream over there 3 times a week, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday evening. Link is in the description for that as well. With that said, let's get this out of the way. PlayStation 5, November 12th. $500 for the regular one and $400 for the digital only. Pre-orders go live tomorrow for some retailers, as confirmed by Jeff Keighley. PlayStation decided not to mention that during the presentation whatsoever. For whatever reason, that's kind of weird. They should have said something about that, but pre-orders go live tomorrow. I am going to be doing my best to get my hands on one of those. That and the 3080 graphics cards, new RTX cards on sale tomorrow. So big day for pre-orders all around. Exciting stuff. They started with what for me is the most exciting thing of all, and that is Final Fantasy 16. I love Final Fantasy. I think it's one of the best franchises ever for me. Such a historic franchise. To see what they are doing here, exclusive to PlayStation 5. It's sick. It's sick. The combat looks way quicker, way more fluid. I know a lot of people prefer turn-based stuff, and I'm not going to just start talking about Final Fantasy 16 a lot, because then I'll just sit here and this will turn into a Final Fantasy 16 video. But to start off that way, this was probably the only thing I wanted it from the presentation to make me happy. I said, hey, give me Final Fantasy 16. I knew that we were going to get the price and the date and more Miles Morales, which, you know, was the second thing that they showed. I knew all that was coming. But for this to be a presentation that makes Gabe happy, Final Fantasy 16 needed to happen, and they just started off with it. It started off with a bang. So that's great. We'll have a dedicated Final Fantasy 16 video coming later. But for now, I thought it looked great. The combat looked phenomenal. I'm in. All right. Now we talk about Miles Morales, Spider-Man, PlayStation 5, or previously only PlayStation 5. Now it's also coming to PlayStation 4, which is a little bit of a bummer. I really hope that this would be like the reason that people felt they needed a PlayStation 5 on launch day, but I suspect that a lot of people are going to be getting PlayStation 5 on launch day anyways. Pre-orders happening tomorrow. These things are going to sell out. I want to be one of the first ones to pre-order if I can. Miles Morales looks sick. I'm a little bummed that it's also coming to PlayStation 4, because this could be such a cool exclusive for PlayStation 5, but I also get it, right? Not everybody's going to be able to get a PlayStation 5 at launch, and being able to play one of Sony's cooler games on your console that you already have is also really cool. The ray tracing, the particle effects, everything that is going to be enhanced and way better and damn near exclusive to PlayStation 5 look sick in my opinion. So this is another one I'm looking forward to a lot. We see a little bit of story with Miles' mom running for local government. I don't know. I think that they could do a lot of really cool stuff with the story. I'm glad that they didn't show a lot. The set piece is great. We see the 2 bridges and, you know, Miles holding them together. You know, that set piece is something that happens a lot with Spider-Man, where Spider-Man is just there kind of holding 2 things. Like, that's just kind of his thing. He does it a lot. But hey, very, very cool set piece moment we were shown here, and now I am way, way more excited for this than I already was. So they did a great job with this too. The next thing I want to talk about is Demon Souls, because they didn't mention this during the presentation, but again, we have confirmation that it's a launch game. They didn't say it during the presentation for whatever reason, and this is so weird. I don't know why they would do this. Like, there are certain things, like the pre-orders going live tomorrow, like Miles Morales also being available on PlayStation 4, like Demon Souls being a launch game, that just weren't mentioned whatsoever. So we get the confirmation from Jeff Keighley. He was, you know, tweeting a lot of like behind the scenes stuff, and yeah, he says Demon Souls is a launch game, and that looked really, really cool. That's a big, big remake. Like, it's not just like what we're seeing with Ubisoft and Prince of Persia being remade. Like, no, this is on another level, and I never got to finish Demon Souls. I've beat all the Dark Souls games, but never Demon Souls. So I'm gonna jump on there, man. This is gonna be great. So there we have a little bit of a look at what the launch lineup is, right? Spider-Man, Miles Morales. We're gonna have Call of Duty. We're gonna have Demon Souls. There's a lot going on. And if for some reason maybe you get the PlayStation 5, you can't afford a bunch of new games, you have a new perk to your PlayStation Plus subscription that gives you a bunch of the best games of the last generation, all available on PlayStation 5, and that is pretty cool. The next one really surprised me, and that is Hogwarts. I don't even like Harry Potter. I've never seen more than maybe like 2 of the movies. I read maybe like 2 of the books when I was a kid, but that's it. I am by no means a Harry Potter fan, but this looks great. At first there was like rumor and talk that this is an MMO, which I don't want. They've since confirmed that that is not the case. This looks sweet. I'm saying this because it's on my screen right now. Man, Hogwarts, late 1800s setting, a lot of beasts, a lot of intrigue, powers. Obviously Harry Potter not mentioned. This is way before the time, but this is a unique world to say the least. And while maybe it hasn't been my thing in the past, I am gonna 100% give this game a chance because I think it looks great. We didn't see a ton of gameplay, but the little bits that we do see that are, you know, all in engine looks cool. So I'm for it. I'm all for it. And we're not going to go over every single thing because then this is going to turn into a very long video. I thought the Black Ops Cold War section was amazing. That was amazing. And that was a moment where I said, like, hey, this feels like a presentation for a next gen game. Not because Black Ops Cold War is like so next gen or anything, but seeing big games of this caliber is not something we've been seeing a lot from previous presentations. Like, yeah, like the PlayStation 5 first outing was great. We saw Crash, we got the Miles reveal, but we didn't get like a ton of gameplay stuff. And here we got like decent chunk gameplay segments for all of these big games, and Black Ops Cold War really like reinforced that. Nice set piece, missing the sniper shot, going after the giant plane on the runway, kind of like a Fast and Furious style segment. That's what that reminded me of. I'm just so happy and excited overall. I thought that looked awesome. We have a PlayStation exclusive beta coming this weekend, and I'm going to be on there. If you want to play, make sure to join on Discord, by the way. We also have a Discord. Link is in the description for that too. Oh, man. How can we process so much goodness? So much. But it wasn't a perfect show. There were a couple of things that I don't care about Oddworld. I don't care about playing Devil May Cry again. I don't care about Fortnite being there on day one. Like that stuff isn't for me. But I understand why it's all there. At a certain point, like my mind was like literally blown. I said, is it possible that literally every game that they show is going to be something I want to play? We got another look at Deathloop. That looks sick. Why did that have to get delayed? Why? Deathloop looks so cool. I'm hyped. I'm hyped as all hell for that. I love what they do over there. Arcane, Bethesda Publishing. I'm super sad that got pushed because it looks great. Okay, breaking news. I've seen that some pre-orders are actually going live now. So I'll just touch on the God of War stuff very quickly. They say it's a 2021 game, but all we saw was a logo. So I'm not convinced. They delayed the original. A delay wouldn't surprise me for this. It's really cool. Like, obviously, like God of War is one of the best games of the generation. And I can't wait to see what Ragnarok entails. I'm hyped. But I gotta go because these pre-order stuff, it's getting kind of weird. They were supposed to go live tomorrow maybe, but they're kind of live right now. So I gotta dip. Those are kind of my thoughts on the PlayStation 5 presentation. I'm sorry they weren't very concise or anything, but there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on, and I just wanted to bring you this as quickly as I could. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate each and every single one of you. You guys are fantastic. Twitch, Discord, all that. Twitter in the description. I'm out. Bye.